Here are my questions. If somebody gives you something, what do you say?
Thank you. Thank you.
And if you want something from somebody, what do you say?
Please. Please.
And if you're moving past somebody, what do you say?
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yes. Whoa, Tony, that's a lot of toys.
Yeah.
What is that?
Crying.
Yeah.
And robot guys.
And more robot guys. That is so cool.
And it's a stove.
And if somebody bought you a toy, what would you say?
Thank you.
Very good. And I would say what? What would I say if somebody said thank you to me?
Welcome.
That's right. You're welcome. Hi guys, welcome to Glammaz Closet. Today we're celebrating not only Election Day, and we're going to talk about that in just a minute. We're also celebrating my birthday, and we're going to talk about that in just a minute. So it's, you know, when you're like, you turn a big age, and let's just say I just turned 20. I didn't, but let's say that I did. You find yourself really reflecting on life as you curl around a bottle of Tito's vodka, sucking your thumb in the fetal position. It's one of those things that really just, you know, makes you think about life. And with it being the same day as the election, I thought maybe it's time for us to have a little talk. We're going to have a little talk. Okay.
I like it when you call me Big Glamma.
Throw your hands in the air and use a true player. I like it when you call me Big Glamma. Or just really medium-sized Glamma.
Yeah, not Big Glamma.
Yeah. So we'll be talking about a few of the favorite things that for my birthday in just a moment. And really this message goes out to anyone who hasn't bought me a present yet. But before we do that, I'm totally joking. My husband's already taken very good care of me. But before we do that, let's talk a little bit about Election Day. Today is Election Day. Of course, I would have a I voted sticker on, but it's not really Election Day as we're taping. So what I want to talk about are there seems to be a serious lack of manners, and we know better. We know better. We were raised on Sesame Street. We know better than this, guys. Come on. I just saw a couple of resellers sort of go at it on YouTube with some clickbait, and it made me think, what's in it for them? That was the first thing that popped in my mind. What's in it for them? Is it clickbait? Are they getting more likes? Are they dividing into two camps, like the whole Jeffree Star thing? Is it like a big, you know, to-do over nothing? Is it a big to-do over something? I mean, would somebody spend, you know, 20 minutes of my life really trying to convince me that the other guy was a bad guy? Or 2 minutes of my life trying to convince me that this guy was a bad guy? I mean, I don't like it. I think we're all kind of fed up right to here, right? I mean, we are drowning in politics right now, whether you're on one side or another or in the middle, or if you don't care, or if you're a conspiracy theorist, or if you don't think that any of the parties are doing anything enough for the planet, or whatever you think. I don't care. I don't care. I do not care. I'm here to... My business is about selling you clothes. So I have some great ideas for you. Okay, so if you're a Republican, I have a Cynthia Max red jacket that is perfect for your next red convention. You're gonna love it. Red state, red jacket, you know, and you can wear it on Fridays. On Fridays, we remember everyone deployed, right? And you guys love the troops. Everybody loves the troops. So, you know, red jacket for my Republican friends. I do have a new Vince Camuto mock turtleneck that is the most beautiful Democrat blue. You're gonna love it, Democrats. Go ahead, go on and buy it. For those who are a little bit more, you know, anti-establishment, I do have a protest jacket by a local artist. It's fantastic. It's only $100. You're gonna love it, and it's real leather too, so you can wear it to your next protest with pride. It's pretty much, you know, protesting everything. I do have a pair of Levi's that are the waterless wash Levi's. So you're buying them from a reseller. Plus, you're buying the waterless wash Levi's, which means that for the Green Party, those are like 2 strikes for the environment. It's good. It's good. Libertarians, I have purples, I have oranges. You know, you get to pick your own color because, you know, it's kind of what you do. My point is this, and in all seriousness, my point is I don't care. I don't care. If you know me, you probably know how I'm going to vote. No big deal. If you don't know me and you're curious as to how I vote, not your business. I go into that booth alone. I come out alone. It's kind of like death, but it's a little, hopefully, less tragic. So the thing is that I don't care how you vote either. And that should be all of us. I mean, honestly, do you really think anybody is casting their vote hoping that the country goes to hell? Do you really think that anybody is casting a vote that they don't think is in good faith? They drive themselves to the polls. They spend the gas money. Do you think they're really doing that just to spite somebody or just to be mean or just to try and get the other guy? It's not that shallow, hopefully. Most of the time, it's not that shallow. They cast their vote in good faith because their life experience has taught them a certain way of looking at the world. So to all my voters out there, I'm glad you voted today. If you haven't voted today and it's still early enough to vote, please go vote. Cast your ballot. You're all alone in there. Only you know. Only you and, you know, maybe God. We've had the election discussion, and that is all I'm going to say about it, and that's all you'll ever hear me say about it. I'm over it just as much as you are. It's been done to death. So now that we're past that, let's talk a little bit about sales. I did actually work in sales in the hospitality industry, and sales, picture being in the industry where you have to have the best manners on the planet, and then add to that, you have to convince people to buy what you're selling with very good manners. So there are a few tips on manners that tips and tricks on manners that I want to convey to you. The first thing that I want you to do is always put yourself in the position of a buyer. Picture yourself dealing with you and dealing with you trying to purchase whatever it is that you want to purchase. And you're already here, you're ready to purchase, or at least you're ready to consider purchasing. What empathy do you have for that person? Do you understand where they're coming from? Are you trying to speak their language? Are you trying to make sure that they're comfortable? Do you say please? Do you say thank you? I know these sound very basic. You would not believe the amount of things I order as much as I probably sell on Poshmark. I mean, it's just that way with eBay, with Poshmark, with everything. I probably order more than I sell. Here's my question. Do you, at the end of the day, do you feel good about your transaction with your customers, or is it simply a transaction? Did you just throw something in a bag and send it, or did you put a little bit of thought and care behind it? Because it's going to leave an impression with somebody if you put thought and care behind it. And it's a good indicator that they would buy from you again because they know that customer service is key for you. It's not for everybody. A lot of resellers don't have a background in customer service, so I'm sharing this with you if you don't. I'm not saying that I'm a $100,000 a year reseller. I'm not. I'm a part-time reseller, and I'm just getting started. But here's what I do know. I do know that after 32 years in the hospitality industry, 14 of which were in sales, I know that customer service matters. I know that the difference sometimes between option 1 and option 2 is how you treat your customer. So a couple of the things that we're going to talk about are shipping. When you get an order, be grateful enough for that order to ship it as fast as possible. Now, if you receive an order on Friday night at 2 o'clock in the morning heading into Saturday, it's probably not going to ship until Monday. We all know this. And that's okay. But let your customer know. Just let them know, hey, it may take a couple of days to ship this. A heads up is always appreciated, because what I hate is looking for my thing in the mail and it does not show up for another week. That bothers me. And it tells me that I'm not a priority. It tells me that I'm small fish. I don't like that. Nobody likes to feel small fish. And even if it's a small order, you don't know whose birthday's coming up. You don't know what this person's gonna be successful at down the road, and when and where you're gonna come across them again. And maybe this time they're buying a $400 Versace jacket, which I'm gonna have on sale. Maybe they're buying a $400 Versace jacket for their grandma now. Be careful how you treat the little guy, because the little guy is the big guy. They should all be big guys. So ship as fast as possible. Please don't outright reject an offer. I actually sent somebody an offer and they just outright rejected it. Rather than counter offer and let me consider that, they just were like, nope, no thanks. I didn't like it and I will never buy from this person. And I don't care what they've got in their closet. I can probably get it elsewhere. The thing is that if you get an offer and you feel like it's too low, or it's not what you were looking for, or it doesn't even cover the cost of goods, make a counter offer. What's the worst that could happen? And don't forget to say please and thank you. Did I mention that? Just say, I'm sorry I can't meet you on the price. I didn't have the item. Also, please don't forget your thank you notes. When you send out an order, you don't have to have a pre-printed thank you note. You don't have to have a card that says thank you. You do have to thank them somehow. So if you write it on a piece of paper and cut it out into a heart shape, if you write it on a regular piece of typing paper or lined paper and put it in an envelope and just say thank you so much. It means more when you don't than when you do, if that makes sense. So if I get an order and they haven't thanked me for that order, again, I just feel like a number. And I'm like, okay, well, I got my order and that's great. Now, some people, very few people, will not care. But I think the majority of us want a little gratitude for our business. We work hard for our money. Can I get a little gratitude? Can I get a thank you? I don't think it's that hard, and I think it's going to reap rewards. I don't argue. This may cause a little bit of drama. I don't argue with my customers' experience. People are going to say, well, people are trying to get over. They're trying to get something for free. My life is not so small that I feel the need to rage that battle. If my customer tells me that they have an experience, I take it at face value. I take it at face value because otherwise I'm calling them a liar. And I don't care if they're a liar or not. I'm not going to call them that. It's just not in my best interest to try and argue with the customer when in fact they could be telling me their exact experience. They could be downplaying the experience actually to save my feelings. So consider not arguing with your customers. If your customers have an issue, reach out to them, talk to them, see what you can do. Sometimes you can resolve it. Some people don't want the whole thing for free. Sometimes they just want to, they just want to acknowledge. They just want you to say, you know what? Yeah, I understand and I'm going to do better next time. So let's try to respect our customers. And having manners is really all about respect. So that's my lesson on manners. It's the same lesson that I impart to my children and my grandchildren, and hopefully it's something that you already are practicing. But as a reseller, just please remember that your customer may not always be right, but they are always your customer. That's all I've got to say about that. Let's move on to something a little more fun. How about my birthday? Go Dana, it's your birthday. Go Glamma, it's your birthday. I'm just gonna talk a little bit about my birthday experience because this actually has a little bit to do with reselling. So my husband, who's such a sweetheart, said, what do you want for your birthday? And usually he says, what do you want? And I go, I don't know. And then he goes, go shop for it. And that's how that works out. So he said, what do you want for your birthday? And I said, I don't know, but I do need a new photo box. Now, a full-size photo box for you resellers is a big investment. It's about $300 plus shipping or whatever, unless you have Prime. So that's kind of a big deal. And I got that, and he's going to be putting that together for me very soon. Yay, birthday. Yay. And then I started whining because there was a pair of Coach boots online that I really wanted too. And he said, why don't you just go get the Coach boots? And I'm like, okay, let's go get the Coach boots. I went on the Coach website, I saw the boots, and then I thought, I wonder if I could get these at a discount somewhere. So I went on Posh, I got a pair of Coach cowboy boots. I got a pair of the exact Coach boots that I wanted. I also got a pair of Coach slippers. I also got a long cashmere duster, which is like a long sweater. It's just a long cardigan, but it's cashmere, honey. And I got the really cutest little polka dot thing with like a little bow on the front. And I got that all for less than $200. And I just sent out offers, you know, I'm like, hey, it's my birthday. Will you take $90 for this $110 thing? And they're like, sure, why not? It's that easy. And I got so much stuff for my birthday. I'm truly, truly blessed. I am really blessed. So my favorite things for my birthday are all the crap I got on Poshmark plus my new photography closet, which is going to make my life so much easier. It's an investment and it's early days. So if you're new to reselling and if you don't have that kind of budget, don't do it. Don't do it. You can do it with like a really bright LED light or, you know, natural sunlight too. You don't have to invest in stuff like that unless you're planning on ramping up the business at some point and becoming a full-time reseller, which is my eventual plan. But my other favorite things, Yankee Candle Red Apple Wreath. I'm so specific in my taste. I'm the most specific in my taste person you've probably ever met. And also Pink Sands. I love Pink Sands. Dunkin' Donuts coffee has to be ground, has to be hazelnut, cannot be decaf. Tiffany & Company. I love Tiffany & Company jewelry, but it has to be from a Tiffany & Company. I won't buy it resale. Coach, I will buy that resale if I really love the style. And I like kind of the classic Coach looks, so I'm more of a 80s sort of Coach. I really like it back in the day when they made, you know, with real leather in the United States and in Italy, and they had like really, really good goods. I'm really loving the vintage Coach. Ralph Lauren. I love just about everything Ralph Lauren makes, but and I have a pair of Ralph Lauren boots and a couple of jackets. I don't resell it that much because it doesn't have as high a resale value. You can spend $90 on a Ralph Lauren, you know, men's linen shirt, just one shirt. And then, you know, for resale value, it's got maybe 10, 15 bucks. That's reselling for you. So I don't resell it a lot, but I do buy it a lot. Cake donuts. You ever have a plain cake donut with nothing on it? Or a plain cake donut with just a little bit of like the powdered sugar cinnamon stuff on it? Oh my God, I love those things. Cake donuts. Linda Cunningham, I worked with her and she loved cake donuts. We were like cake donut twins.
Oh, you're alone in that one.
They're so good. Mom loves them. Speaking of things my mother loves, whipped cream icing. And I think we can all agree on that. I don't think, I mean, there may be people who don't like whipped cream icing, but we don't like them.
Hey.
We like them. We just don't like their cake.
That's not very mannerly.
That's not very mannerly. We love them. We just don't like their cake. And when we don't like their cake, we say, no, thank you. I don't care for any. Companion Bakery in St. Louis makes a croissant. That's a pretzel croissant. And so it's a croissant on the inside, pretzel on the outside, but instead of the granulated salt, they put the granulated sugar. It's the best thing in the world. They're so good and they're hard to get. You have to go directly to Companion. You have to go on the right day. Every once in a while, at Deerbergs will have them, but for the most part, you got to go to Companion. My family and friends, blah, blah, blah. I love all of you. Yeah, I love all of you. I do love spending time with my family. They're a lot funnier than I am. And if you think I have fun, my brother and my sister are probably the funniest people I've ever met. Emo's Pizza. I think we talked about this ad nauseum on Halloween, so we're not going to talk too much. Ice water with coffee. I like ice water with like 90% ice, 10% water, and then just like let it melt down until it's like polar cap cold. I love that. So those are a few of my favorite things. I do love my new shirt. If you haven't seen, they do call me Glamma, and I got some merch for my Olas. So my merch says I'm with Glamma, and that's what they have. So if you ever want to merch, eventually I guess I may sell some merch. I don't know where this road is going to take us, but I'm so glad that we're together on it, and I don't care who you voted for. Thank you very much for voting this morning to watch me.
Okay, happy birthday to our favorite Glamma.
Yay! Happy birthday to me. I think this is a copyright thing. So
and blow out your candles.
Yay! Oh, 50!
Woo!
Whoa, I'm so excited. Thank you very much. Glamma loves you. Have a great day.
Thank you for watching this video. Give us a huge thumbs up and subscribe to Glammaz Closet.
Woo!
And smash the white button.
Smash that like button. We love it. Okay, say bye, everybody.
Bye.